I started making this. It was gonna be like a little art thing. I just got frustrated. But this is still fun to play with anyway. Or a little rubber cement situation. Alright, enough of that. I'll end up getting high on fumes if I'm not careful. So I found these playing cards at my father-in-law's house. And I thought they were a little bit interesting because, well, look at this one. It says, made in Austria, Piatnik, Vienna. I've never been to Vienna or Austria. But anyway, so I noticed when I was looking at them, they had famous people. But I don't know who these people are. So I don't know if they're from Austria or what. And I don't know why he had these cards, but I thought maybe we could look up who the people are. Maybe that would be interesting. I've never heard of this person, though. It says Disraeli. You guys know who that is? Disraeli. So I thought if we could just take a look in here and see if they are in here. I don't know if this dude will be in there. Hopefully this book isn't too loud. Oh look, Disraeli Benjamin. Disraeli 216. I swear every time I flip it open to this image. Strange. Let's see, there he is. Benjamin Disraeli. Disraeli. An English political leader of the 19th century. He led the Conservative Party of Britain, the Tories, in the 1860s and 1870s, and was Prime Minister twice. Disraeli strongly supported the extension of British colonies and had Queen Victoria proclaimed Empress of India. Oh, okay. Alright, who's our next one? Oh, right away. It's like all the face cards seem to be famous people. I guess they're British. You guys know who that guy is? It says Henry VIII. Well, there's a Herman's Hermit song all about Henry VIII. It's a good song. Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII, I am. Parliament, Henry established himself as head of the Christian Church in England in place of the Pope, after the Pope refused to allow his marriage with Catherine of Aragon to be dissolved. Interesting, so that was the beginning of the Protestants having control in England instead of the Catholics. See, now this is all coming together, so is that why Ireland is not? I don't know anything about UK history. Okay. Since that time, except for a few years of rule under Henry's daughter Mary I, who was Roman Catholic, England has been officially a Protestant nation. In his professional life, Henry was known for his opulence and for his 6 wives. He divorced the first, Catherine of Aragon. He beheaded the second, Anne Boleyn, for allegedly being unfaithful to him. His third wife, Jane Seymour, died soon after giving birth to a son. He divorced his fourth wife, Anne of Cleves, and he beheaded his fifth wife, Catherine Howard, also for alleged infidelity. His sixth wife, Catherine Parr, survived him. He also had his close friend and advisor, Thomas More, executed because More would not support Henry's declaration that he was head of the Church of England. Henry was the father of King Edward VI and of Queen Elizabeth I, as well as Mary I. Wow, sounds like a nice guy. 5, 3. Do you think it's a face card next? Oh, it is. William the Third. William the Third. I don't know how, like, they don't have last names. It's probably a little too loud, isn't it? Sorry. William. I see Wilhelm the Second. I see William the Conqueror. William and Mary. Huh? I don't see him. William the Third. I don't know. Is he part of like William and Mary? What was that about? I don't know anything. King. Oh, wait. Oh, I just hit the mic with my nose. How did I know that? That was like some kind of crazy. Look, William and Mary. King William the Third. That's him. That was a wild guess. And Queen Mary II of England, who ruled jointly after the Glorious Revolution of 1688, had expelled Mary's father, King James II. William and Mary were Protestants, and James was a Roman Catholic. Since the time of William and Mary, the ruler of England has always upheld Protestantism in England. Well, there you go. Well, we had another one. Anne Boleyn. I can't think how to say her name right now. Look, they show her neck so prominently. She got beheaded, right? Isn't that what we just read? B, 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 O, L, B, O, L, O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, sure she didn't want to marry him in the first place. Francis Drake. Was he the first one to, like, circumnavigate the world, or maybe not? I don't know. I think that might be right, though. Wait, is he right here, or do we have to look him up? A, B, C, D. I guess we have to look him up. Okay. Oh boy. C, D, R, D, R, A. Drama, draft, dream, drawing. Wait, here he is. Sir Francis Drake, 217. 217. Sir Francis Drake, an English navigator of the 16th century, the first Englishman to sail around the world. Drake often raided Spanish treasure ships. He participated in the destruction of the Spanish Armada. And here's a picture that shows the Queen and him standing there with a globe. Sir Francis Drake in the Court of Queen Elizabeth I by Frank Moss Bennett. Drake stands to the right of the globe. Alright. Good grief, this might take a while. There are a lot of Queen Anne. There's Queen Anne. I don't even know how to look that up. Should I look under Queen or Anne? I mean, certainly it won't just be under Queen Anne, will it? QRSQ. Queen Sheba. Nope. And then I don't think she'll be under Anne. I don't know. I'm not sure how we can look her up. And I could look under Anne, but I doubt it. Nope. Well, she's a queen anyway. 3, 9, an ace. A very beautiful ace. Blackjack. 5. Whoops. 9 and 10. 10. 3. 4. Another beautiful ace. 9. His name is Nelson. Am I supposed to just look him up by Nelson? It looks like he's missing his arm. He has no hand. Interesting. Alright. Let's see if there happens to be a Nelson. KLMN. Nelson. Try JK. I don't see him. Oh my gosh. Admiral Horatio Nelson. That must be him. Let's see. 230. I turned right to it. Look at that. Admiral Horatio Nelson, a British naval officer of the late 18th and early 19th century, also called Lord Nelson. There you go. That's this guy. He defeated the French Emperor silly for not knowing him, now that I know what he did. But how many of you didn't know who he was anyway? But it does look like he's missing his hand, doesn't it? Wonder if that's how he died or something. Who do we have here? Richard Lionheart. Now, I know King Richard because he's in the show I couldn't think of the other day with the Mary Mary. Oh, for goodness sake. Robin Hood. I don't know why I keep forgetting that name, Robin Hood. Richard the Lionheart. What do I look under? Richard Lionheart. King Richard. Let's look under Richard first. Richard the Lionheart at 207. An English king of the 12th century, Richard, a famed warrior, fought in the Crusades. In the legend of Robin Hood, Robin and his men are loyal to the absent King Richard rather than to his brother, Prince John. Yeah. Elizabeth the First. Now we've run into her. So she was Protestant, and Sir Francis Drake was in her court. That's what we know about her so far. And ever since, no, that's not right. It was William and Mary who made it Protestant ever since, wasn't it? I may have that wrong. Okay, Elizabeth, where are you? Elizabeth the First, 218. Elizabeth the First, that's her picture. And she looks prettier here. A queen of England in the late 16th and early 17th centuries. A brilliant and crafty ruler who presided over the Renaissance in England. Her reign, the Elizabethan period, was a time of notable triumphs in literature. William Shakespeare rose to prominence while she was queen, and wore the defeat of the Spanish Armada. The daughter of King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. I feel like I'm saying Anne's name wrong. Elizabeth never married. She is called the Virgin Queen and the Good Queen Bess. The state of Virginia is named after Elizabeth, the Virgin Queen. There you go. Elizabeth I. That's who Virginia is named after. Queen Victoria. Isn't Queen Victoria Queen? I think it goes Victoria, and then King George because his older brother abdicated, and then Queen Elizabeth, and then King Charles. Is that right? I know a little something. Alright, Victoria. That's a beautiful name, Victoria. 237 and 238. she remained in official mourning until her own death 40 years later. Victoria was known for her impartiality toward the two leading political parties of Britain, the Liberals and the Conservatives, which both produced extraordinary leaders during her reign. Sorry, I lost my place. See Disraeli, Benjamin and Gladstone, and William Ewart. She was also known for establishing strict standards of personal morality. I think that she also was the first person to wear a white, not the first person. She had seen a white wedding dress, I think, and she wore one, and then it became popular to wear a white. I know what it was. Okay, this could be wrong, but I think the people who made lace in her, in England, were being put out of work by people using machineries to make lace. So she had her wedding dress made all of handmade lace, which made that very fashionable and kind of helped those workers. I think that's the story I heard. Okay. Queen Victoria's children and grandchildren married into many of the other royal families of Europe. Tragically, many of them passed on the disease of hemophilia, which is when if you get cut, you start bleeding and don't stop. Victoria carried the disease in her genes, and one of her sons died from it. The hemophiliac son of Nicholas II, the Tsar of Russia, was descended from Victoria. The term Victorian today sometimes recalls Queen Victoria's stand on personal moral issues and may suggest prudery or a moral self-satisfaction. And there's an actual photograph of her. And then they talk about the Victorian period too. Yeah, she was pretty influential. Edward the Seventh. Is he right here, guys, or no? Does he go? No, he'd go back further, wouldn't he? Edward the 7th, 217. I swear that's where I just was. Alright, I'm on 217. Where are you? Well, I guess they're talking about the Edwardian period, a time in 20th century British history, the first decade of the century when Edward VII, the eldest son of Queen Victoria, was king. The Edwardian period was known for elegance and luxury among the rich and powerful in Britain, but also for moral looseness and for a general failure to prepare for some of the challenges of the 20th century, particularly World War I, which broke out 4 years after the death of King Edward. Uh-oh. Alright. 6, 4, 3, 4, 2. What does that say? Marlborough. Marlborough. spelled differently.